and so she's been like kind of in and out, and the timelines are a little bit wonky. But that's besides the point. She is brave, okay? Like literally, she got abducted by aliens. She came back, and she had to readjust to life. She was like a teenager at the time. She's been in and out of multiple different universes. It's basically like everything everywhere all at once, but it's like virtual. And so she's coming across, bouncing across different timelines, bouncing through multiple universes. She dies and then comes back, and she's just chilling. Like, she's literally just vibing completely. After being abducted by aliens, her family's falling apart because her dad keeps cheating on her mom because he's very easily influenced if you're playing the game and you go and flirt with him. And her family like has money, but in like a old money way. So like there's a bunch of problems with the money way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe this was a little bit unethical, but that's besides the point. But anyway, she's so strong and she's brave and she is beautiful. She's like widely regarded as one of the prettiest character or NPCs in the game, and that's even including the Sims 4 wonky like base game like debut graphics. Gorgeous, amazing, 10 out of 10. One of the best characters in that franchise, one of the most developed NPCs in that franchise. Literally dies, comes back, is abducted by aliens, and yet she's just big chilling. And she's doing great, and we love her for that. And that's why she's the strongest.
All right. Thank you, Hallie. All right. Mike, your 3 minutes starts now.
So, Samus Aran is a classic character in Metroid. One of the older games, been around a long time, extremely successful, instantly recognized. She's in the game. She also appears in games like Smash Bros. As a hyper strong character. But as a female protagonist, Samus Aran does something that like not a lot of other female protagonists do. She's like stoic and strong, and she does that lone wolf bounty hunter kind of like doing her own thing kind of thing where she can be powerful, and she's also still maintains like her image, I guess you could say. Like whenever she's portrayed, she still is her female underneath. And for the longest time, unless you actually got to the end of certain games or on certain like things, you would have no idea if it was a female or not, unless you knew about the lore of the character itself. Which tells me even more that it becomes an even more powerful character as like a female protagonist, because if you can't tell the difference unless they have their armor off, then that tells me that it doesn't matter, and that they're just a powerful character overall. And yes, there has been like as the time goes on, and the character like removes more armor or is it like skinnier clothing and stuff like that. That's just because most many perverts don't want to be able to see that kind of stuff. You can't get around that. That's just general media. But none of that stuff takes away from her as a character. She is the bounty hunter. She is the murder. She is the power. She has all the gadgets. She's literally like female Tony Stark before there was a female Iron Man. She literally had all the power and gadgets, and Ironheart didn't come out until very recently. Like she's just powerful, and the fact that she's been able to single-handedly carry a franchise as long, as big as Metroid for as long as it has been going on, it just furthers on the fact that Samus is a badass character, female, and that's a badass female role model. I know a lot of social media sites and stuff where females are talking about how it's like a role model, and it makes them more comfortable in gaming, seeing a strong character, not really being hypersexualized during the gameplay.
to help her raise her. Give her an environment to where she can raise them. Also, if that bonus is a strong character, she knows martial arts. And she uses her fists. She doesn't use armor or anything, she uses her techniques. But in this game, if you know the game, if you play Final Fantasy VII, you know that the end boss of Final Fantasy VII is a motherfucker. It's Sephiroth. She has to overcome all that. While also trying to be the strong character in the story. Because Cloud is not strong enough mentally to take on Sephiroth. She literally guides Cloud to that point at the end of the game where you can do it. She was literally, you can say she was a cheerleader, but also she's not just a cheerleader, she was the partner. She was the person that you rely on. Because in that game, you rely on Tifa. When I played Final Fantasy VII, Tifa was my second strongest. I always had Tifa right there beside me. And through that game, in all the cutscenes, she was right there, right beside me, to help him pick up the pieces of what Cloud Strike was. Even though when she realized that Cloud was not Cloud himself, spoiler, was a clone, she still cared for that man. She still showed the strength to care for Cloud. She did that. And that's what strength she had. She has strength to do that. She has strength mentally. She has strength physically. She's the ultimate package. I see my mind.
Thank you. All right. I don't have to say much of very proud of all those answers. Thank you guys. And now you get to destroy each other for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Your time starts now.
Okay.
You're destroying each other and you're not saying anything?
I got nothing to say. Tifa's a joke. She's not a main character.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm not done. Oh, no,
Let me finish. Let me finish before you interject. So Tifa, yes, Tifa is a good character. Tifa is not a main character. Tifa is literally in the plot because she's Cloud's child.
Question wasn't.
Hold on.
Question
hold on.
wasn't strongest main finger.
No,
main
you're right.
character.
You're right.
It was the strongest character.
You're right.
And you didn't say whether it's strong mentally or physically.
So what about her strong? She gets bodied by Sephiroth's goon's goon.
Yeah, that's true. She gets body. What does she do afterwards? She gets better. That's the interpretation. She gets stronger over that. Also, Samus.
Yes.
Samus also, remember, in Metroid 2, she commits genocide. Yeah. You want to talk about that?
Who did she genocide?
She genocides Metroids. The
Why?
entire race of the Metroid.
And why?
They're evil.
No, they're not. What happens in Super Metroid, Mike?
Tell me.
What happens? What happens, Mike? You know exactly what fucking happens. What happens, Mike? That Metroid saves her from Mother Brain. She literally gives him the power, gives Samus the power to She gives Samus the power to destroy Mother Brain. And not only that, that Metroid gave their life to save Samus. The same life that Samus destroyed. She ended the genocide by ending that Metroid's life. She committed genocide. Entire genocide.
I got a quick question though. Whenever you're in a fight and there's a population of enemies that are hell bent to destroying everything that you know and love, and your sole task is to stop it, does one of those enemies being helpful take away from the fact that you have to neutralize that enemy or your people will all die? No, you have to take the necessary steps.
The fact of the matter is, who's the bigger evil? Who's the bigger evil? The scientists took that Metroid and scientifically took it, and they did tests on that Metroid, and that Metroid still stays Samus. I'm not done with yours.
Do you know why we don't know? Do you know why we don't know the difference? Because Samus did their job.
Yeah, and Samus, you didn't see the beginning of that game. The Metroid was in that too. Also, your
know what?
character. I don't want to take down your character because she's got a bias because of fucking Sims. I can't take it down because I will take.
Sounds like
No, it's not good, but it's not a good argument.
How's it not an argument?
Sims is basically what you.
There
say this. I will say this. You choosing someone from The Sims that's that level, or that's in The Sims, that's not a bad character.
Right?
However, whenever you think of like a strong,
She's
like,
strong.
the strongest female, like the strongest female character in game.
Yeah, but the rest of the
No.
females in the game are kind of bitches.
Okay, well, yeah, but you're talking
Like,
about game.
like
We're
Eliza
talking about
Pankins cheats
game.
on her husband.
Right, but we're
Like,
talking
hates
about
it, okay?
gaming, not a game. So if we
It
were
is
arguing,
multiple
I'll
games.
tell you,
She has a roster of
Right.
multiple
I will
games.
argue.
You can
I
argue
will
the
give
totality all you want.
I will
It's a
give-
game.
I will
You
give-
play it. Alex from Minecraft, you know, I could argue that, you know.
I would automatically concede if she said if our prompt was who the strongest female character in The Sims is, you win. But The Sims is a very small drop in the bucket of overall
Okay,
gaming.
so, but
and that
there's
character
still
really
multiple games. It's still one of the
And
most
that
popular
character-
games,
but that
and one of the
character-
only games of its kind, might I mind you.
Oh yeah, does that character carry that game for decades?
Yes, she did.
Oh.
That's why she's in
Decades?
every single
That's
installment.
not about how
They
decades?
kicked out a bunch of the They
Decades.
kicked out a bunch of the
Okay,
characters.
wait,
But
wait.
yes, it is decades.
Take that
It's
armor off of
2000.
Samus and what is she?
Multiple. How about huh?
What? Take that armor off of Samus and what is she? Tifa fights with her hands.
That's a stupid argument.
Yeah, but what is
Bella
she?
Goth escaped aliens.
She's still a badass mercenary that
Yeah,
fights.
that don't mean nothing.
There are
Tifa
missions
literally
throughout-
fighting with no armor.
No, there are missions throughout different Metroid games.
I
where
agree,
you're
but when
armorless,
you hit,
and
you
she don't
gotta
get
be
wrecked on
killed.
one hit.
Your whole
You got
point
bodied
is-
by the
I'm
bad
talking about
guys.
mental strength and physical. I got physical.
Arguments down,
Bodied by
Matt.
bad guys.
I know y'all are passionate, but it is time to cease the firing. Alright, let's go to our fact checker, Lexi. I'm sure there's a lot you have to tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay. So I will start first with Mike. I'm just going to kind of jump around. This was a very chaotic. Most gaming nerds are not perverts. So that's an inaccurate
That wasn't
statement.
a fact that I stated. That was an opinion.
Okay.
Not argue
We
with
don't
the
argue
fact
with
checker.
You can't fact check an opinion.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Lexi can fact check what Lexi wants to.
Yeah.
You just write that down yourself.
Alright, Lexi, please continue.
Cool. So you mentioned Sasha Blade. I'm having trouble finding information on the internet about Sasha Blade. Sasha Blade?
Tifa.
Is that, did I hear that incorrectly?
Tifa, hot. Tifa,
No, Sasha.
I can't get her last name.
You said Sasha Blade like 2 or 3 times at the start.
My bad.
Yes.
Tifa, walk hard. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Tifa.
Type Tifa.
Okay, I was also confused.
Yeah,
about
my
that.
bad. I said, maybe it came out swerve, but that's Tifa, walk hard. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my fault.
No worries. So I think the issue of the Metro 2 genocide, or the Metroid 2, I'm sorry. So part of the plot is you counter Metroids and destroy them, slowly decreasing the Metroid population, and notices that mutations exist, right? So it's sort of a separate race of creatures. So as far as almost killing all of the Metroids, for being Metroids, I don't know as far as genocide whether I can't speak to motives to that, but so I'm putting it in kind of a gray area. And then lastly, it is true there are great video essays on The Sims that detail the lore of The Sims, so that is absolutely true. And some of the claims you made about her being the prettiest, you know, there are ranks online where they're ranking, and she is number 1. So, and the lore that you talked about, abducted by aliens, was true.
3 for 3. Milo, what are your thoughts?
Okay, yeah, so let's start with Bella. You could be the strongest for being abducted by
And then
aliens.
she came back.
But then we have a whole nother character whose whole existence was taking down Alien.
Genocide?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna do genocide, it's more than just.
Does genocide make
But
you
like,
strong?
Bella got abducted, and you're stronger because you got abducted,
She's stronger because
and
she
you
gets
survived. But you're compared to
Alright, let's let one.
you're comparing to a if that wasn't one of your sticking points, that gets knocked down because you're comparing to someone who didn't just get abducted, but like took down.
I haven't played the game.
Okay, that's understandable. So like Bella just didn't seem. Yes, I see the strongest in The Sims, but in the whole wide world of gaming, not really getting there for me. I haven't made a decision yet. I'm going to tell you. I think there's a strength in being this character, and people don't even know you're female. It's not just regulating you to a group and saying you're strong as female. You're just a strong character, and you happen to be female. So there's strength in that. But then I also see the other side, where Mac was talking about what is strength. Because having physical strength and emotional strength that helps other people be strong. So I'm seeing both of those, and I have not made my decision yet.
Whoa. Go ahead.
Which character was
11 or so?
Roland.
Okay, so again with the Belagoth, you are correct that it is we are comparing the strongest human to the strongest metahuman here. You are correct that she is the strongest character in her game compared to games where the characters are meant to be strong. I know. I'm just saying that I'm giving you the reason that unfortunately it's just, it falls below the other two. As for the other two, much like my fellow judge, I have sticking points on both because you are correct saying when you're looking at some of the strongest characters to have come out, Samus comes near the top, regardless whether it's female or when you're talking about video games. I mean, there are levels. However, when you're talking about RPGs, one of the strongest characters that comes out in that genre is also Tifa. Also, the story behind much like what Mila was saying, is that Samus doesn't really have anything beyond her being stoic and like her job being something important. There is an entire backstory to Tifa that involves a lot of emotion, a lot of baggage, a lot of... To my knowledge, there isn't. And you did not mention any of it during your arguments. Well, that means it's disregarded. So, yeah, I'm still figuring it out over here. We'll get back to you in a second.
Not necessarily.
Alright, I need to allow a little time for some discussion about that choice.
I think I've made a decision.
You
sound like you need to think.
Yeah, give me a second.
I don't think it's
I'm just
appropriate
thinking for a second.
To compare human versus metahumans and their strength level. If that makes sense. Because like in my opinion, your game characters are supposed to be physically strong. But within the confines of her game, her character is probably the strongest.
I'm trying to shut up because I got an argument in this
There's
place.
one thing that I was hoping you guys would sit down and really point out during this argument, was that there are different kinds of strength. It's not all about physical strength. As Mac actually did point out a little bit, is that there is emotional strength and strength in character and strength in morality. And I was really hoping I would point that out more.
Tifa is basically the Final
But
Fantasy VII.
I was hoping you were going to point out more about why she's strong.
It's my understanding maybe compared to like Lara Croft. She's
Huh?
We got 3 minutes to do all that. 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. That's all.
Right.
No, she has a point. I don't think I used all my time.
I think I'm ready here.
Alright. Roll it. What is your decision?
I think in this case, I'm probably gonna have to give it to Matt.
Yes!
Alright.
Is that your first vote?
That's my first vote.
I thought about it. It's gonna be Mac.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
You know what
Fuck
that means?
you!
No, you know what that means? You know what that means, though, right? I'm still
I got a point, I don't give a fuck. I got a point, so fuck you. You didn't beat me.
I did beat you.
You didn't destroy me.
We could declare Michael the winner. Or we could risk it all and go to one final question.
Yes.
Yeah!
I need more paper.
You know what?
For sure.
It will be decided by, not by me, not by the judges, but by somebody in the
No,
audience.
no, it should be decided by me. It's me giving my win up or not.
No, who wins the next round is not being decided
Oh,
by
that's
you.
fine. I meant
If
whether
y'all
we,
do it, sure.
whether we
y'all
had
can
one, it should be
decide.
decided by me. Do I take the win, or do I win even more?
Or is someone in the audience deciding?
That's what I said. I got one answer for you, Chad.
What?
The answer is full fucking slam. Let's do this shit, bitch.
Let's go!
Alright.
Wait, so the judges don't matter anymore?
Yeah,
You will still have opinions.
you do. You'll have to judge the final question.
Okay. But the audience decides.
Yeah, at this point, you guys have been a great audience. Yes, I do see you, hopeful. I'm going to ask for a little bit of audience participation at the moment. So I would ask your help to come up with a question for our final round. So this question will determine who wins our gamer grudge today.
Depends if I win, I get 4 points or not 0.
You been doing that stuff, fuck you.
If anybody has a question, please do come up, let us know. And
Sam,
that's you.
I want you to make the question. Come on.
What about Joseph?
Joseph,
You got a question?
Does Joseph have a
I'm
question?
just walking up to be harassing.
I need you to
We
make
need a
the final
question from the audience.
It says, I already won. I'm giving help. This is the premise. I already won.
Oh, I got one. Give me the paper.
But Sam, because of the full set mentality,
Tactic.
I'm given the option to risk it all for no reason to win even more.
I will say, you guys have made it hard for us. You've done a great job. I've enjoyed everything. And even for the ones where I was like, okay, I got to cross this one out, the arguments have been really great.
we have a question. And I fucking love this so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
If all the Disney characters were to have a free-for-all battle royale, who would last the longest, aka win?
All
All Disney characters were in a free-for-all battle royale. Who would last the longest / win?
Question.
Yes.
We need some clarification.
Okay.
Does this include all Disney properties, like including Marvel and Star Wars? Or just like mainstream Disney?
Mainstream
Pixar. Okay. Pixar?
You know what? Fuck it, Mickey.
Disney. I will include Pixar.
Maybe take a minute to please think about it.
I am positive. I'm going
Alright.
Mickey. I'm
Max,
going full blast.
Max
Oh.
doubling down on
Bless his
Mickey.
heart.
I'm doubling
Yeah.
down on Mickey. I'm watching those films. Go ahead.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
I can go James too.
If you can get me on this,
Wait,
and he's
James
like,
is dead.
I can see ways that he
Straight
can get,
cut.
I can see ways that he can get me on this, but
But you
it
know-
really also
Spectrum
depends
I
on
go
of
special.
Disney.
Sony is not a Disney.
of Disney, of mainstream
no,
Disney.
no, no.
So that's not talking Star
I
Wars,
know,
that's not
I
talking
know.
Marvel.
No,
Yeah.
not just
You're a
that.
liar.
What, from Epic Mickey?
Alright, Hallie.
The
It is
hunter
a
that
bunch
killed
of
Bambi.
Okay.
Oh, you.
What did she say?
The hunter that killed Bambi's mom.
What?
Right.
What?
The hunter that killed Bambi's mom.
Like that's death right there on stage.
And Mickey has lost!
Yeah.
10, 9.
Oh, come on, give him a little time. Just because Homeboy jumped to Mickey.
I'm going Mickey shit.
Arguably,
Mickey.
this is a battle to the death.
I know.
Like blood
Yes.
and guts.
Oh, I know.
Last the longest
It's
fight.
simple.
Hades.
Hades?
Oh, from Circus, yeah.
Alright.
Factually, it works,
So,
but
Matt,
like,
you ready to argue?
Guess who
Yeah,
can't
such a butter.
fucking die?
I'm only going to give you a minute and a half for the final round to argue your answer individually. Your minute and a half starts now.
Okay, here's the thing about Mickey. If you watch Fantasia, anybody watch Fantasia, that motherfucker's in The Magician Apprentice. We saw that. That motherfucker can do magic. He knows how to do stuff. Also, yes, motherfuckers, I'm gonna bring up the King Mickey from Kingdom Hearts because this is Byte Club Gamer. So yes, I can talk about that. Yes, King Mickey is amazing. King Mickey has countless heartless, big ass heartless that we seen that towers, that those towers all of us, titans of heartless. Also, if I want to, I go fucking epic Mickey. He can draw you out of existence, motherfucker. He can waste the shit out of you. Oh, yeah, he can do that shit. Epic Mickey can do that shit. Epic Mickey, I got all of it. You're not killing Mickey, motherfuckers. He is the face of Disney. You know this. Sorry. You know that nobody's killing Mickey, motherfuckers. Mickey lives for fucking ever. They're not selling Mickey. You really think Disney is going to kill Mickey, their mascot? You are out of your fucking mind. They're not going to kill Mickey. Mickey lives forever. Mickey is the owner. Mickey is the face of Disney. When I say fear the mouse, you motherfuckers are going to fear the mouse. The mouse is scary as fuck. He scares the shit out of me.
Beautiful argument, Mac. Thank you. Hallie, are you ready? Alright, your minute and a half starts now.
The Glock, the strap. It goes by many names, and it can kill Mickey. Mickey is protected by capitalism, sure, but can capitalism protect you against a gun? No. They can all be killed by a simple bullet, and there is no argument against that. Literally, I don't even care what you have to say about Hades. He can't die. Has he tried the Glock? Has he been hit with the strap on? Come on, man. Strap on.
That's a whole different.
He's also
I'm
the
dead.
only Disney character in canon that has shot a gun, as far as I am concerned. So that means
Gaston.
Gaston.
Does Gaston keep that thing on him? Because he's dead. He's already dead.
He keeps a double barrel on.
But the
But he does-
a semi-automatic rifle. But Gaston doesn't have a semi-automatic rifle,
His opponent doesn't die.
huh?
His opponent doesn't die.
Tarzan does not.
No, the Hunter and Tarzan.
The mama's the hunter and Tarzan. Anyway, none of the Disney characters can compete with the strap. The lion, you know, how? Boom. Shabang! Shabang. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Can't beat a gun. Rock, paper, scissors. No one wins every time. The gun.
4, 3, is that it?
Yes.
Alright. Mike, your minute and a half starts now.
If I lose, I'm losing.
So if we're talking about a fight to the death between all the Disney characters, who better to win than the God of Death? His domain is death. His existence is death. He owns death. He is that which is death. He pees in the pool of souls for fun. He does it for fun. He wades in the souls of your ancestors for fun. Yes, he's been defeated by another god, but he didn't even die. He said, ow, you punched me really hard, I'm going back home. Guess where he went? dead, where he's the king and the god and the power and the holy dark spirit of doom. And dark.
Zero to hero.
Because we are in a little bit of time crunch, we are also going to shorten the rebuttal time. So y'all are only going to have about 2.5 minutes to counter argue.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna lose. I ain't going out without a fight. Y'all ain't taking me to that end.
Guess
He's
what?
going down
Let's
without
go.
a fight. Is that what you want? You
Matt,
haven't started the time yet.
Hold on, Matt, before you start, give me 20 seconds and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
That is too much time.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
The battle starts. He wades out in his beautiful trench coat. He goes, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then Hades goes, dead.
Okay. Fuck that. Brush, motherfuckers. He gonna erase all y'all shit.
It doesn't matter.
He gonna erase
can't
all of
erase the
you.
gun.
Brush,
The only thing he
motherfuckers.
is unprotected
He's
from
gonna
is
erase the
federal
shit out of
I
you.
don't care.
Hold on. He would
I don't
have to
care.
be able to wield the eraser. And as he's preparing, Hades goes, dead.
Yeah, he's
Or he gets shot. Or he
Man,
gets
he's gonna erase the gun.
He's
You
erasing
can't
the gun.
erase the
He's
power of
erasing
your
the
god.
You can't erase the gun.
He owns Disney.
Okay.
That man owns
I mean,
Disney.
arguably, hold on, arguably Nazism.
All I have to do is take, all I gotta do is go, wait, you're done.
But the problem is,
Are you?
Hold on.
What timeline is Mickey working on? Because you haven't even established that. You're trying to take all of Mickey. That's not possible.
Mickey
They
can
don't
draw
exist in the same universe.
Look, he can draw multiple moves. You
We're having a
think
slight
he can't do
problem.
that shit?
Hold on, you're having a slight problem here. You said Mickey has to go. As Mickey says, Hades says, you're dead.
No.
Even the gun.
Even if
Dude,
you're-
like I said, he can draw multiple stuff.
What do you
That
think
means
Mickey
Mickey's
has?
watching
What do you
motherfucker.
Hey,
Hey,
you know how cool it would be? He drew multiple of himself, and he says,
yeah, that'd be cool. But you wanna know what would be cooler? He'll literally go into the black ink and say, done.
Too late.
but you have to go to do that, and Hades already said,
I didn't know he got another one right beside him. This is literally SpongeBob.
he's not like, he's not the Flash. Hey, Mickey's not the Flash, he's normal speed. Hades is a
He's a cartoon character.
Hades
Hades
is coming
is
down
a-
by the strap.
hold
Hold
on.
on, let's put it on the record.
Hades is a fucking god. He says,
Strap, the
But
glove.
my character defies the
Keeps
laws
that
of
thing
physics.
on him.
This
He's
man
heartless.
cannot die. Mickey is immortal.
incorrect.
Not true.
Prove it. Mickey's
See,
not dying.
hold on. Your argument's based on whether it's Disney. Hold on.
I need facts.
Fact check that. Mickey has
Hold on.
already died.
You
I need a casted death certificate.
Mickey is a
Everybody.
mortal mouse.
Your argument is based on
Bullshit
whether.
mouse.
Hold on, man. Your argument is based on whether Disney would kill him, and that's not the question.
You out of order. You out of order. This whole damn court out of
Nobody
order.
argued against the hunter. I would like to put that on the record. Nobody argued against my man. Look at the strap.
Arguments now. So that is our final round.
You already lost. You chose a mouse.
But instead of the judges deciding our winners, we decided that we're gonna let you guys. Not just y'all.
Do
Don't
we
worry,
still
I'm
get
not
the
just
fact
saying
checking?
y'all. Our audience will get to decide.
Do we want to do
So-
a fact
Fact check.
check and then
Yeah,
perspective?
let's do a little bit of fact checking.
Sure.
Start thinking, audience, of who you want to win, and after we get some opinions from our judges,
Remember,
a little bit of
The
fact
Dark
checking.
Lord.
Remember.
Nobody argued against
Remember.
mine.
Mickey owns a lot of
All
stuff.
right, let facts be how
All right,
they are.
fact checker. Fact checker. The hunter that killed Bambi's mom does not have a semi-automatic.
He has a rifle.
Okay. But Mickey is indeed protected by capitalism.
You know what kills capitalism? The
gun.
god of death.
A gun. If you try hard enough.
You know what's good?
Sounds like
The
all
Alright,
immortal
okay,
DT
the
column.
arguing time is over.
I'm sorry, my immortal DT.
There's no more time to make arguments for your answers. Lexi, any more facts for us?
Sure. So from what I was able to find, nothing suggests that Mickey lives forever. And we are out of order. And for Mike, unfortunately, Hades' power in the Disney Hercules, not the like mythic Hades. He can't just point and sublime that way.
He shoots like fire and shit.
So that would take one heart from Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey.
All right. So, Mila, what is kind of your opinion on?
So I want to take you on a journey because as the answers were coming out, I made assumptions and I went differently. Matt came out saying Mickey, and I was like, his drink is empty. Maybe he should have chosen before he finished his drink. And then Hallie comes out and says the hunter. And I was like, she's going beyond like death. It's more like the audience emotionally died when that happened. Like, I come from a generation where we saw that and that impacted us and the way that we feel about our mothers for the rest of our lives. So like the impact of that is huge. And then Homeboy comes out and he's like, well, death, duh. So, before arguments happened, I was on Team Mike. But I played Mickey, and if Hades was in there, he might have gotten some of my hearts, but you would have been gone from the story being that Mickey can kill all things animated.
Thank you! Let's go! Let's go! That was a stupid argument!
So, it was a stupid argument, and it won for me, because I played that game, and I would have been able to take out Hades playing that game.
Alright.
So,
But who could take out a gun?
From,
A gun.
It's just one life.
you know, the very,
And a fight to the death.
so if we're talking in the normal Disney verse, like if we were not including video games, you would have won, hands down, because there's nothing that, to my knowledge, in like movies that Mickey has been in, there's nothing in Mickey's arsenal that could kill Hades, and Hades, if nothing else, could outlast Mickey. However, we're not just talking about the movies. In games that Mickey's in Kingdom Hearts by itself, which he did bring up, Hades is an enemy in that game. And he gets defeated by Mickey and his friends in that one.
But not killed.
But does Mickey have a
So,
gun?
fine. In that particular game, he does not have the specific ability to kill him. Then,
Does he have that?
we get on to Epic Mickey, where, as she just said, we're now talking about the most outrageous level of cartoon logic you can get to. Erasing a character is the same as death. And I don't think that Hades has anything that could kill Mickey that quickly. And unfortunately, if we were in the same train of logic, I would say that Epic Mickey, ironically, would have a problem killing the hunter who killed Bambi, because that person would be a real person, but key-wielding Mickey would have no problem.
But does key-wielding Mickey have
But
a
even
gun?
in Epic Mickey, you can die.
Does he have that thing?
So,
Can you not?
we've gotten the opinions of our judges.
Can, yes.
Okay then. Guess who
Yeah.
can't fucking die?
Alright, Mike.
Mm.
Alright, so we have heard the opinions of our judges. We have heard some facts. So,
If you ask a simple question,
yeah, sorry, I'm
like
waking
a
you from
lame
your
ass
nap.
answer,
But I need you to help us decide who's gonna win.
let's choose the crew who's
Preferably by applause if you feel like getting loud. So, first, if you would like Mac and his Mickey to win,
lost one. That was for all the marbles. That's what it was said. You agreed to it.
No, we did not.
Yeah, I did.
No, we did
No,
not.
no.
If anything else, he matched you. You guys tied.
No.
You guys tied, Mike. Yay! You guys tied.
All right, I'm done.